Well, g'day guys and welcome back to the channel. Now I must apologise for the lack of content recently. We're in the middle of a big renovation here and we're just finishing off a brand new kitchen in time for the Christmas break. The other thing, if you've been watching the channel, I just recently installed this South African Braai which was supplied by the guys at Barbecue in Perth, WA. Now, they really appreciated the install videos and they've sent us a lovely Christmas present in time for the holidays. This just arrived in the post a couple of days ago. It's a 240 volt operated rotisserie. So if you're thinking about getting one of these, stick around and I'll show you how to do the install. Now, as always, it's probably going to need a little bit of liquid refreshment just to smooth out the process. Stay tuned. Okay guys, let's dive straight into it and have a look at what you get in the package when Postie drops it off at your house. Okay, so you only get 3 items in the package. The first one is this. This goes through the meat and it suspends that over the fire, over your coals. The second one is a stainless steel bracket which goes on the outside of your braai. I'll show you where that fits. And the final item is the 240 volt motor gearbox. Okay, let's get into it and install it on the braai. Okay, so the installation is super simple. It shouldn't take you any more than a couple of minutes. Now, if you bought your unit from Barbecue, look to the left-hand side and you'll see these 2 pre-installed nuts and bolts. So the first thing we need to do is take those out. And you're going to need, well, for this I'm going to use a small shifter and a socket. That's a 13mm, I think. Okay, so they're actually only hand tight. So we'll take those out of there. Keep one in your hand, grab the stainless motor gearbox bracket, pop one through the bottom hole, put a nut on at the back loosely, grab the second bolt, rinse and repeat as they say. Okay, grab your shifter. You don't need to overdo it. Just tighten those up. There you go. So that's your bracket installed. Okay, once you've got your bracket on, grab your drive motor and you'll see you've got these little slots. They slide down the side of the bracket. Okay, next thing, grab the spike that holds the meat and obviously feed that outwards, making sure that you use that end with the square. Feed that out from the inside. And just turn it until the square lines up with that. Now, if I move the camera around here, you'll see a little L bracket, an angle, that is pre-welded onto the side of the Barbecue heat box. So just check that you've got that, but it should be a standard item. All right, the next thing we'll do is plug in the unit and we'll get it spinning around. Okay, for the benefit of this video, I've just used an extension reel. Eventually, When I get some time, I'll install a nice little socket out of the way there. Just one thing to note, the side of the braai gets very, very hot, so just be careful where you're laying out your cables. You don't want to start any electrical fires. So let's plug that in. And on the side there is the on and off switch. We'll hit that and get this thing spinning. And there it is, guys. As soon as you power it up, it starts to revolve at a nice, slow, steady pace. The next thing we'll do is light a fire in the firebox and we'll start doing some cooking. So when it comes to lighting a braai, everybody has their own opinions. For me, what I like to do is I'll start off with some small kindling and actually push it through this slot here. And I make a little bit of a platform like that. And then I use these guys. These are little cubes, non-toxic, like a natural product. And I just drop a couple of those in on top of that platform. And then I use one of these lighters and just feed that through. And I find that you don't need too many lighter blocks. We'll just put one more in there. So once I've got it lit, then I'll put some in vertically, which gives the flame something to run up. And you're still allowing plenty of oxygen in there. So maybe if I'm teaching how to suck eggs, then apologies, but someone might find it useful. So once I've got my kindling going, I've established a flame, then I'll grab some bigger pieces. And I tend to use red gum. Sometimes I go to the South African shop and I buy that nice South African wood. But again, I do the same thing. I stand these up sort of vertically, trying not to smother the flames. And we'll just let that go. Okay, so the fire's underway. Whilst we're waiting for the coals, we'll go and marinate the chicken and we'll stick it on the pole. Okay, welcome to our new kitchen. As I said at the start of the video, we've just finished this kitchen renovation in time for the Christmas holidays. In fact, I put the finishing touches to the grout only yesterday. Now, luckily, my partner has pre-marinated the chicken, the chuck, for me, and she's done that using some Cajun spice and some olive oil and some of that South African rub that we like to use. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is grab the pole that holds the meat. And if you look closely, you've got 3 assemblies. And what that does is allow you to hold 2 pieces of meat. In this case, we're just going to have that one chuck there. So we'll take one of these off. We don't need them all. Okay, and be careful handling those. They are super sharp. Now, disclaimer, this is the first time doing this, so I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing. So we'll take this one off, I reckon. Okay, and the next, you insert this up the Khyber pass of the chicken. Okay, bear with me. Oh my God. All right, so that is pretty easy. Once you've got that in there, tighten up that side. Grab one of the others, slide that on, spike it in, as you can see I've just done there, and then just tighten that up. And that's it, it's on. So we'll take that out to the braai and we'll get this thing roasting. Okay, so the fire is well underway now, as you can see, so I might just grab some gloves. And then we'll grab the pole. Okay, so that's on. So all we need to do is switch on the motor. And there you go, guys, it's as easy as that. A massive shout out to Darlene and Vaughan at Barbico WA. Great products, great service. Give them a shout if you need anything for your braai. Other than that, I'm just going to sign off by saying Merry Christmas. Cheers.
You could not even give me a parking ticket. Who is the dickhead now, hey?